Oh, do! Time for another beer review. For this one, we're off to Cheddar Ales, and it is Bitter Bully, a pale ale, and it's coming in 3.8% in a 500ml bottle. There you go. There's the artwork. So, I want to give you a little bit of a story about my surname, really. So, my channel's called Bullman's Beer Reviews, but my surname is Bullman, B-U-L-M-A-N, and I get Bullman off Dennis Newland's. He called me Bullman rather than Bullman. I think it was just how he says it as in his lovely tones. But yeah, so Bully is a nickname that is with my family. I get called it, not all the time, but my brother gets it all the time. My dad used to get it all the time at work. So Bully is a common nickname in my family. My nicknames, I get Bullman, I get Bully on occasions, I get Reg, I get G, I get Mr. Brewdog, and they're probably the ones that are repeatable, apart from the swear words that some of my pals call me, which pretty much are fair, like, to be honest. So Cheddar Ales, I've had nothing from this brewery. This beer was bought for me by my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, and my nephew as part of my birthday gift. So thank you, Gary, Rachel and Owen. Greatly appreciated. Had nothing from this brewery. I think the name's amazing with it being Bitter Bully. So it's like bullseye, you can't beat a Bitter Bully. So yeah, let's get this one out, see what we get. Nice to get some real ale on the channel. So there's the crown. It's got the brewery logo on it. I've got they got me 3 beers, so there'll be 3 beers coming up on the channel from this brewery. So hopefully they're decent. I'm just seeing if there's any sediment with it, because it's bottle conditioned. Yeah, I can see it floating around in the bottom. I'll just leave that in the bottom of the bottle. So, lovely golden colour. We've got a dusting of a white head. It might hang around. Slight haze on it, but not too bad. There's a couple of bubbles going up to the top. Let's get the nose. Spicy. Yeah, there's a peppery spice there. Bit of grapefruit. Yeah, it doesn't smell too shabby, to be honest. Right, let's dive in. Cheers. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. It's a good, solid, traditional ale. I quite like it. I don't drink enough of them. That spicy flavour on the finish is what's really coming out in this beer. It's kind of, and it hangs around and it lingers. So it's got a slight, yeah, it's got a slight bitter finish, and that bitterness is lingering. Fruits, they are kind of masked behind the spiciness. I would have probably said it was grapefruit in there, to be honest, but it is a struggle because like I say, this spicy note is dominating the drink, but it's pleasant at the same time. And I mean, it's super easy drinking. The fruity flavours start to come out. Bit of the grapefruit's coming back out, and you have to taste. 3.8%. I mean, crikey, it's like Northwest Water. You could just drink it all day. Really good, sessionable beer. We've got a few tasty notes. So what's it say on the back? It says Cheddar Ales, brewery nestles on the slopes of the Mendip Hills in Somerset, overlooking the famous Cheddar Gorge, and produces a range of quality artisan ales using only the finest raw materials available. Bitter Bully is a new world style pale ale with a big citrusy hop character and thirst quenching finish, brewed using the finest pale ale malts and a blend of American Cascade, Amarillo and Simcoe whole hops. You can't beat a Bitter Bully. They've used it as well. So it says it's straw yellow. Yeah, I'll let them have it. Smell, it said grapefruit, spicy and orange. The spice is there, and I was getting the grapefruit. Taste, zesty, fruity, dry finish. I wouldn't say it was really that dry. I'm picking up, grapefruit was probably the fruit that I was picking up, but that spiciness is really there for me that I was getting on the nose. They've gave it 3.5 hops out of 5 for bitterness. I think that's fair. And they've gave it 3 sugar cubes out of 5 for sweetness. There it is all on the back if you would like to read that at your own leisure. You can pause that if you like. I don't think it's that sweet. I would have probably maybe went for the 2, but I don't score things like, it's really difficult, you know, when I first started doing the channel, I used to put like, say I've got 2 fingers of a white head, like a lot of reviewers do, which is fine, but like 2 of my fingers might be 3 of yours and vice versa, so, it's all subjective. Numbers are subjective, you've got to remember that when you're watching beer reviews. But no, it's a nice beer, I quite like it, so, Gary and Rachel's picked this up while they've been on the holidays down south, so I'm looking forward to trying the other 2 out with them. So thank you for it. Thank you for my t-shirt as well, Gary and Rachel. On to the next one. Cheers.